Hi guys, it's Chris here with a quick public service announcement. Unfortunately, Wade's mic was turned off for this week's recording, but do not worry, normal service will be resumed next week. Enjoy the podcast. Peace.
Hey, welcome to the No Drinks in the Booth podcast, back with another classic episode 27. As always, with me in the booth, missing Pavan Saki again. He's got no internet connectivity issues, but Chris Watson, and as always, holding it down, myself, Wade Kadir. Chris, how are you?
Has Pav been arrested? Because maybe he's telling us he's got no internet. Maybe there's someone telling us that for him. I don't know. Pav's he's in some dodgy stuff, mate. He's in some dodgy stuff. You can never trust him. Who knows what he's actually doing? Maybe no one knows. Maybe no one should know.
Maybe he's deep in with the BT gang, you know what I'm saying? British Telecom and all that. Pow pow.
I don't know. Maybe it's all part of a plan. I don't know. Who knows, mate? But all I know is that we're reviewing a song from the artist, rapper, singer, B Young in the reviews this week. And he's not here to give his judgment, because if anyone doesn't know, Pav has this, what's the right word? Just like a rational hate of B Young.
Mild obsession.
It's like a weird obsession. It's like one of those, like a love-hate relationship. It's a bit weird. It's like he loves to hate him. I think he's a little bit obsessed, but who knows? I don't know really. But yeah, we're going to miss that. But maybe we should, because we talked before the podcast, we should get him to do it. Oh, well, unfortunately, yeah, I have to. He does. Maybe he does a review of that song next week. We can have his own segment in the podcast next week about reviewing his favourite artist.
I think that's fair. Well, this week is a bit weird because news. You don't read the notes. Chris doesn't read the notes that I prepared beforehand. Before the podcast.
Well, I don't know. I read the reviews.
He reads the review.
But the news. I let the news be news to me. I might have heard it before, but normally it's news to me. So I'm like, oh, like if you're watching on YouTube, or well, you could hear it as well. You get the live reaction. Yeah, of the shocking news.
Yeah. Did you look at the notes this week for the news part at all?
No.
Oh, no. Fantastic! There isn't any.
Oh.
Because.
Oh. Okay.
Zero.
Right. So I picked it all up, and now there's nothing to react to.
Nothing's happened, Chris, since we last recorded.
Like something must have happened. There must have been something that's happened.
There's more coronavirus stuff that's happened, but like, how much more do we want to talk about it? The vaccine, the like an EU stuff that was, but it's all stuff that happened then unhappened, so it's not worth reacting to.
I've got some stuff I've bought online that's stuck somewhere because of Brexit.
Well, look, in the news segment, we'll just talk about your problems with Brexit.
Done. There you go. Topical.
Fantastic. And the reviews are stacked. As always, I get my A&R on every week. Pow, pow. And it's a full 15.
Yeah, there was a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot this week.
No joke. I could have mostly fit another 5 in.
Do you know what? It's high quality, though, as well.
Very high quality.
There's a lot of really good tracks this week. I think maybe the most ever.
I think the most ever. I comb through the playlists. I look through the Bandcamps, the SoundClouds, the album releases, the single releases, independent releases, and I put together 15 of them, and we review them, as always. We've got Pav's Washer Order minus Pav.
Yep.
This week is top 3 crisps.
Yeah.
Have you compiled a top 3?
I know them off by heart anyway.
So do I. Which
is no need.
It's really annoying because I actually put them on my phone, which is what I'm currently using to record myself.
Mine, I actually have got a list on my phone, but again, I know them. I know my top.
I know my top 3.
No worries there.
We'll end the podcast with the Wash Your Order segment because it's always fun. No, should we just get into news? Oh, actually, I'm gonna plug something.
Oh.
We spoke last week, and we speak about this week how, we can't check our phones or cameras and stuff. That's because we're actually recording. Hi everyone on YouTube. And we're on YouTube, like legitimately. You can listen to us not only on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, you can watch us. And listen properly in HD quality. You can see my shelf.
Oh yeah?
You can check out the vintage, well it's not vintage, but you can check out the Childish Gambino tour merch I'm wearing. Yeah. I've not got the ultra wide angle on, otherwise you can see my Jordans. But you can fully see Chris's purple hoodie, my t-shirt. Pav, when he's back, you'll see everything. Every little fibre of his beard.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, so make sure you check us out on YouTube. No Drinks in the Booth.
We're just going into the big leagues now. I mean, we have HD video recording. I mean, what else can we do to the podcast? All we need now is an official sponsor. Nike, potentially.
Spotify.
Apple. I mean, we're not, I'm sure they can talk to our management and stuff like that. They can sort of
Spotify.
Get in line. Yeah,
Spotify. Yeah, Spotify would be nice. If Spotify want to hit us up, we are available. Just hit nodrinksinthebooth@gmail.co.uk, I think it is.
.com.
Okay, I don't know the email address, but same thing. Just email both of them. Look, we need a sponsor. Look, we'll even take Manscaped. I like Manscaped. They can sponsor us.
Yeah. We'll take any sponsor, really. Well, I mean, within reason.
What is it? What's the one I always see on YouTube? Raid? Shadow...
Oh, Raid VPN.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, sorry.
The
Raid
video
Shadow
game.
Legends. Yeah, the video, sorry.
Yeah.
You got Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah, they sponsor everyone. They sponsor everything.
Single thing.
Yeah. They can sponsor us. Fucking, I'll take any sponsor these days.
Yeah. Or just like a random, VPN... company. That's probably going to be our first sponsor, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like a VPN sponsor.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
We're not saying we're broke or anything, but we're broke. And the podcast is at its pinnacle with the budget we're on.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's which is not a low pinnacle. This is a high peak. We've got some high quality video recording now. Audio has always been crisp. It's great. I think we're in the big leagues now. It's just a matter of time.
We just serve the people. That's what we do. We serve them classics every week.
Yeah, it's not a podcast. It's more of like a duty to just society. We do.
Yeah,
it's that kind of. That's how I see it.
We should get knighted.
I think so. I mean, I'm not. You can't really ask. It's not right to ask for that, but I think it's kind of expected at this point.
Yeah, it is. And if they've got Prince Andrew still in the royal family, we should definitely get knighted.
Oh, there we go. He's just taking a turn, the conversation. But
wait till we talk about Trump. Let's get into the news, Chris. Do the little theme bit.
There you go. It's in.
Fantastic. The power of editing. News, none. But Chris has got loads of problems with stuff because of Brexit. So we're going to talk about that. Chris, talk to me.
Oh, wait, I can't believe there's no news. There's been news every week since we started the podcast.
Yeah, there has. I'll be honest with you.
There has been news. It's been the news is literally Brexit and COVID.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the most miserable topic.
Let's do good news. Let's do some good news. So, the Saturday just gone, which would have been, I think, the 30th of January, the UK administered roughly around 600,000 vaccines in one day. Great news. That's good news.
That's fantastic.
Yeah? What other good news? We still come out every Tuesday at 5 p.m. on Spotify podcasts, Apple podcasts, and YouTube.
That's great news.
That's great news for the people. Yeah. What else? I'll be honest, I'm struggling a little bit here.
Look, let me tell you about my troubles I've had with Brexit. This is a real account of how Brexit has affected me.
It's affected the everyday man.
Look, I thought 2021, it's a new year, it's a new start. 2020, it was a down year, let's be honest. We all know what we think about 2020. So I thought, let's start 2021 fresh. I bought loads of stuff online around Christmas time. Immediately, not expecting it to come at Christmas. Christmas presents were sorted. I had a lovely Christmas. But I'm saying this is for I'm going to order them around the 20th of December, and they'll be kind of delivered around New Year, and then start next year. If you want to know what it was it was mainly studio gear, music stuff. Let's up the game.
Really boring shit, but yeah,
boring stiff. Boring stiff. Boring stiff. Boring stuff.
Are you all right?
Oh yeah, I'm fine, man. I'm just angry thinking about this whole situation that I've got to deal with on a day-to-day basis with UPS. Just dropped a minute there. But it's not. But it's not their fault. It's not UPS's fault. They're actually, but it's the Brexit thing where they're no one knows whether goods should be coming or going. The goods are coming from Germany. No one knows whether they should be coming or going. So the company doesn't know if I have to pay a £20 to £30 customs charge UPS said the parcel's been lost, but that's just like the automatic response from their delivery system. It's not actually been lost. They're also just unsure what to do with the parcel, whether it should be £20 or £30 custom charge that I need to be invoiced because I've already paid for the stuff. Who makes me pay it? Who do I pay it to?
Yeah.
And basically, no one knows. Like it's kind of it's just lack of like structure right now. So so basically, I've been waiting like 6 weeks for something that was going to come in like sort of 3 or 4 days, but I ordered it at literally the worst time possible because obviously we actually officially leave the EU. I think it was on New Year.
Yeah, it was New Year.
That was the official date.
It was the 31st of January 2020 at 11 p.m.
There you go. And obviously I ordered like 20th of just like around Christmas time. So it was just everything was just, the chaos was starting. So yeah, that's obviously right now, lockdown, not seeing anyone. It's a big drama. Every day I'm excited, like what's going to happen next, like who do I call, where's the parcel now. I checked the delivery thing, it's moved, and it moved from Frankfurt to Stanford Le Hope
in Essex,
yeah,
near Thurrock,
so it's now this was literally yesterday, so it's somewhere in the country now. I wasn't told, I just happened to see it on the delivery like portal online. It's thrilling. It's so exciting. This is the most exciting thing that's happened in weeks. It's just exciting. So there you go, that's a new section filled up, right?
No, yeah. Well, Joe, was quite funny with Brexit. There's a lot of people that were like, Brexit, yeah, make Britain great, like let's leave the EU, don't let foreigners in, like all this like racist random shit, like some of it racist, some of it with general like stuff that is true, like it's better if we leave the EU in the long run, all that stuff, great, fantastic. But then there was like, what do you mean I can't spend 6 months at my holiday home in Costa del Sol?
Yep.
And people are like, well, that's what you voted for. They're like, did I?
Yeah.
That was quite funny watching get shot. Oh, Joe, other news, and it's not nice news. Captain Tom Moore, Sir Captain Tom Moore.
I did see this. This is sad.
Yeah, he's got COVID and he's in hospital with it, but he's not in ICU. He's just in general hospital. So like everyone on the podcast, me, Pav, and you, obviously wish him well. National hero, raised I think 33 million for the NHS.
Yeah, something.
And he's in great hands.
Crazy.
The NHS, which he raised so much money for, are now looking after him. So fingers crossed for Tom, and I'm sure he'll get through it. He fought off Nazis. I'm sure he can fight off some COVID.
Yeah. Let's all wish him a speedy recovery.
National ledge. Any more news? Anything you just want to air?
I'd love to, but there's not really anything exciting happening, as we said.
No, actually, me and you did something. Like, we've been missing Pav. Not only have we sent him a Pav, where are you package, we're posted his bow as well. Pav, we've got you. But we, on a Friday night, which we're normally at, smashing clubs, were watching Twitch at like random o'clock.
Are you bringing this up on the podcast?
Yeah, yes, I'm definitely bringing it up on the podcast. Not only was watching Twitch at like 2 a.m, obviously WhatsApping each other about these Twitches, we went into like a rabbit hole of Twitch.
Yeah, we went deep. Like,
to the point of, we started watching DJs, and we could talk about them DJs in a little bit. But then we started watching random shit. And then we was watching a guy cover songs at one point in a sparkly jacket, which Chris apparently owns. It was just...
Whoa. What do you mean I own? What?
You said you own that jacket.
Wait, you're making this up now?
No,
you're embarrassing me on the podcast.
You told me at 2:30 a.m, you own that jacket.
I don't own a sparkly jacket, mate.
And you said as well, I could do a much better version of Wonderwall than he's done.
Did I? Really?
Yeah,
okay, fantastic. Like, I'm trying to be cool in this podcast. I'm trying to maintain my cool image. And you're not helping.
No.
It's not what hosts do. For God's sake, mate.
It's dependent, isn't it? It's very dependent. Look, I am. The way I look at it...
No, we were deep, though, on Twitch. And that sparkly jacket was amazing. I can't lie.
Look, the guy, I can't remember his Twitch handle name or his Twitch... I can't remember him. I don't know. We didn't get his handle, to be fair, because we was just going from one Twitch to another Twitch to another Twitch.
Yeah.
But the point is, I really respected what he was doing. But then we ended up down this like proper weird Twitch rabbit hole of watching 2 DJs from Vancouver, Canada...
playing like actually banging house music. Like,
but I just want to like set the scene for people listening. So they obviously had CDJs. They had like a really nice, powerful laptop thing to do their twitching on, like streaming. And they had like this room that was filled with like neon signs, like with like neon rockets and spaceships, and a bit like Chris's Good Vibe sign. And like a unicorn just going around on a turntable.
It's crazy.
And then out of nowhere, they just started banging like techno out.
Yeah.
And Chris lost his fucking mind.
I lost my mind. It was crazy. I felt like I was on drugs just by watching this on my phone.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I'm tuning in this Friday. Well, I mean, sorry, we're tuning in this Friday. Are we not?
Yeah, 100%.
I'm there. I'm literally there.
Should we shout them out? What were their handles? Can you remember their handles?
It was... okay, so the actual streamer, she streams like a lot. She's like a actual like pro Twitch, big on Twitch. I can't remember her name. I can only remember her friend. Her friend was called Pyka Music, Pyka Music, from Vancouver. She was the other DJ, her friend, but I can't remember the main girls.
Jessu.
That's
it.
Jessu on Twitch.
Yeah.
So big shouts to you. We'll be tuning in this Friday again.
It was the most surreal thing because we had no clue who they were. No offence, we didn't know who they were because they're in Vancouver. They don't know who we are, but we just out of nowhere just found their Twitch. And we're like, oh my God, and spent about an hour just talking about how great their Twitch account was.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Chris really wants to do a collaboration.
Yeah, I look, Piker, you got to check your DM requests. I was like, look, have you got any release music? Because I've produced house music before. I don't know if you're producing music.
Oh my God, I've got the greatest idea.
I just think like
no,
she's a quality DJ and Chris, I want to collaborate.
Let's reach out to them and we can get them on the podcast.
Oh my God. We can
talk about
let's do it.
Twitch, talk about how it's affected Canada. We're going to reach out to these streamers so you can see them. They were wicked, and I definitely suggest checking them out. I don't know the handle, but just search
Jessu and
Pyka on Twitch, and I'm sure you will find them. They played really, really great house music. It was definitely what I needed on a Friday night, just out of the blue.
Sure.
I was laying in bed watching it. It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it was great. It was actually such good fun. I'm ready for this Friday.
Yeah,
Twitch
rabbit holes are amazing. Like later on tonight, I'm going to watch DJ Swerve from the world famous Kiss FM.
Oh yeah, I might give that a go as well.
He's on Twitch, I think 8 to 10 for everyone listening or watching the podcast. That I think he does it every Monday, 8 to 10. Gonna check that out. That's it, really. But I just thought we should mention the Twitch wormhole we went down because it was like a wormhole of positivity in the end.
Yeah, it was actually so much fun.
Yeah.
And like, I didn't ever think, if you told me a year ago I'd be on Twitch, I mean, I'll be like, nah. But it's actually like, it was actually so fun. And it's just cool seeing like loads of people like DJing and like, singing and doing covers of all this. Yeah, it's just cool.
It was fun shit. And it was different because they're people we don't know, we're never mostly going to meet, besides these two who are going to try and get on the podcast to talk about all of that. But I think we should definitely reach out. I think it would be wicked. What's the worst that happens? They ignore us like they ignored your DM.
Okay, that hurt, but okay, go on. We'll move on. Moving swiftly on.
Yeah, should we get to the reviews? Stacked.
There's a lot of reviews here.
Chris,
this is a hefty review section.
Chris, play the review songs, like the review thing, the music.
We haven't got a review. We have a news and reviews theme, which has already been played. There isn't a separate review song.
Is there not?
There's never have been. It's always news and reviews, and then we have discussion, and that's just two separate sections with two separate themes.
I ain't gonna lie, I skipped through the podcast, so I wouldn't know.
Wow. Do you hear that? Do you hear that, listeners? That's what Wade. That's how high Wade thinks of this podcast.
Look, I do notes, like I'm here, like honestly, it's a big job I do. As always, you can find all the songs we talk about. What? Are you interrupting my link?
Sorry, no, go.
Fucking idiot.
Go on, go.
Like I said before, you can find all the tracks we talk about in the review section on our Spotify. Check it out. Yeah. The playlist is called No Drinks in the Booth. You can watch all the videos on our YouTube, which you're watching now. Hi, YouTube. Yeah. Make sure you check them out. Spotify and YouTube playlist. No Drinks in the Booth. It's where all the songs are. It's just worth listening. If you want to hear just pretty much dope songs, check it out. There's something for everyone. I like to think.
Yeah. Check it through. So stop now. go and listen to the songs or watch the videos if you want on YouTube. It's in the playlist.
Yeah.
Then come back and we can hear the juicy gossip about the songs.
Hear what
That's
you
what we're
think
about
about
to deliver.
Yeah. And we're stacked. I got my A&R in on for this, like full. I had it like I was in the zone. Sunday was a busy day. And let's start with the first one. Track's called Higher. It's Clean Bandit featuring Ian Dior.
Kicking it straight off. 5 out of 5 drinks. First song, straight up. 5 out of 5 drinks. Fantastic. Obviously, if you listen to my music, you can hear some similarities with this track. It's like, so it's close to my style. I love the vibe. You know I always say I love the vibe of songs, but this one's just great. It's just feel good, really well done. Yeah, not much to say. It's just a straight up 5 out of 5 drinks track.
Yeah. Higher, Clean Bandit featuring Ian Dior. I think Ian Dior will have a breakout year in 2021. My words.
You have said this before. I was going to say, you've said this. I remember you said he's going to be big, and you called it a few episodes ago.
There's 2 or 3 people I think will be huge this year. Ash Nico, Ian Dior, and there's a couple others that I can't think off the top of my head, but they're the 2 that spring to mind, but I've said before. Okay, let's talk about the Clean Bandit track, Higher. I gave it 5 out of 5.
Oh, whoa.
I like the way I sort of like likened it was it's like a slice of like perfect pop.
Yeah.
Because it's
good perfect pop. Like,
it's cool pop, but it's pop. Like, it's not like cheesy pop. It's not like, oh, I'm ashamed to listen. Guilty pleasure pop. This is pop that should be on every mainstream station pop.
Yeah, good pop.
In a good way, like a track that broke through. If you listen to it, it sounds very much similar to stuff that Chris makes, because you do make very similar sonically type stuff. It's really feel good. It's a good way to kick off 2021, I think, in terms of like music wise.
Hell yeah.
We're in February. Let's start with 5 out of 5. Okay, next track, Money Talks, Fredo featuring Dave.
You know, this is going to be exciting. It's like the follow-up to Funky Friday.
Yes.
At this age. And it's like the similar beat. And I respected it so much because they didn't just recreate Funky Friday. They tried something different. The beat sounded different. The lyrics were a slightly different take. And it was just a strong week. And it was, and as in like, this is the second track in a really strong week of reviews. This track wasn't predictable at all. 4 out of 5 drinks. Again, another high rating, just straight up.
Yeah, Money Talks, Fredo featuring Dave, produced by Dave as well. Yes.
Mad. I respect that.
I gave it 4 out of 5 drinks. I don't know what would have got it to 5 out of 5. Look, it's just sick. Should I give it 5 out of 5? Oh, God, I should. But then I feel like loads of the tracks this week will get 5 out of 5 because it's really strong.
Yeah, we've got to like can't dish them out.
I will tell you why I'm not giving it 5 out of 5. Check out Fredo's new album, which is all produced by Dave. The whole album. The album as a whole, 5 out of 5. It's a fantastic album. Let's move on. Tracks called Dancing on Ice, Young Bane featuring M. Huncho and Luton's own Nath Smalls.
Didn't know what to expect looking at the title of this one. I wouldn't normally listen to these guys. Have a lot of respect for them. And again, straight in, another 4 out of 5 drinks rating for me. They all flow over the beat really nice. They bounce off each other. You know, there's like good chemistry between them all. Yes, it's a cool track. 4 out of 5 drinks, another high rating. We've only on the 3rd track.
I know, Dancing on Ice, Young Bane featuring M. Huncho and Nath Smalls. I gave it 4 out of 5 drinks as well. I'll tell you why, because I think they all mesh. Like I said, there's chemistry in the track. And what I liked was Young Bane held his own over 2 strong features. It wasn't like the feature took over the track. I really liked it. Okay, let's move on. The track's called The Step. It's by Punctual featuring Nabia.
Well, actually, what was it? Last year, me and Punctual had like a mental night out in Shoreditch, like on the beers, and it was like it was pretty jokes. And I'd heard their music before we had that night, and yeah, they're just wicked producers, man. Like, and again, listening to this track and then some of their older stuff that they've already released, they're constantly trying something new, but it's all with like high quality production. So yeah, big shouts to Punctual. Guys, when are we doing beers again? Let me know. And 5 out of 5 drinks, straight up.
Wow, the Step Punctual featuring the beer. I gave it 5 out of 5 drinks as well. Me and Chris are agreeing on a lot today. I'll tell you why I gave it 5 out of 5 drinks. I've said this before. Loads of dance music passes through our review section. And a lot of it becomes filler.
Unfortunately, it does.
Just because the clubs ain't open, no festivals, everything's got a bit shit. This stands out. Will it hit mainstream playlist, radio stuff? Yeah. It's good.
It will.
Vocals sick, tracks sick. I appreciate that.
Yeah. It reminds me of Reton. You know, the stuff that Reton put out a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But it's like, and no, again, it's like that, but it's like a fresher take. It's just cool. It's cool. I like it.
I like it. Such good reviews this week. Okay.
It's going off.
Next track, Grown Flex. Is Chip and Bugsy Malone.
Another Garage record. Garage refuses to die. I'm not saying it should die. I'm just saying like it's just about, you know. And I'm gonna have to lower the ratings right now to 3 out of 5 drinks because we're just on we're on a high right now with all the reviews. But yeah, obviously wicked sampling, and yeah, Garage it's just still going. 3 out of 5 drinks for this track.
Okay, Grown Flex, Chip and Bugsy Malone. I gave it 4. I'm not a huge fan of Chip. Like, just nothing against Chip. I really rate his music. I'm just I don't listen to him personally that much. I listened to Chip's very first stuff because I was around when it all came out, and I really like that. And I don't know, just as the years, maybe that connection got lost. But I really felt this. I like the garage feel. I like Bugsy Malone on it. I thought it was 6. So I gave it 4. I know we've got to be really partial, but I'll fucking make the list. So you know. If I want to give them all 5, I will. Next track, Don't Judge Me. FKA Twigs featuring Headie One and Chris's favourite producer ever, Fred Again.
Fred Again.
Fred Again.
Goat. Just drop that in there.
You should call yourself Chris Again.
That would be a bit weird, but I mean I could. Do you know what I love when Fred Again and Headie One collaborates? I feel like Fred Again's bringing a different side out of Headie One's music. Trying experimenting new things. I think they had a song called Gang, was it called? And it was almost like an electronic drill song. And I was like, I've never heard anything like it. And I was like, wow, I respect this. This is and I feel like Fred brings that out of Headie One. And again, this one, just super unique beat. The video is incredible. And just pushing boundaries. Great collab. So yeah, 5 out of 5 drinks. Another one.
Don't Judge Me. FKA Twigs featuring Headie One and Fred Again. Yep, 5 out of 5. Anything Fred Again does is gold right now. FKA Twigs suits her to a T. Yeah, you're right. He brings out a different side of Headie One. I think Fred Again is someone to look out for in 2021. He's someone to look out for years, but
yeah, he's been going, mate, and he's only. I mean, he produced that recent Ed Sheeran record as well, Afterglow.
Yeah,
and it was he's off now, mate. He's going to be one of the greatest producers of this time period of music for sure. I'm calling it.
It's going to be so hard doing track of the week.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Tracks called PO News by Alakai Harley.
Another great record. I love the harmonies in the chorus. I know I'm going to go a bit music nerd right now, but there was some really nice vocals in the hook underneath her lead vocal, and it was really cool. 4 out of 5 drinks. That was a good track.
I gave Alakai Harley 4 out of 5 as well. We've put it on you. I agree with everything you said. The reason I gave 4 out of 5 drinks was I put Slice of Summer. It just sounds tropical, it sounds summery, it sounds fun, it sounds like summery and happy. When I hear the song, I can smell coconuts, and I can envision myself being in Jamaica or a Caribbean island,
for real,
in a good, just chilling, enjoying myself. And that's what I need right now instead of being in rainy London.
For real.
Next track, from Whoop-Tee, big follow up to that. Yeah, go on, Chris, sing. Go on, do it.
No, I've done. That's it.
No.
That's the start and end of my rap career right there. Did you hear that?
I won't do the link now until we sing at least the chorus.
Whoop-Tee, it's a movie. Who's it? I don't know the lyrics after that. Great track though. I actually listen to it a lot.
Yeah, of course you did.
It's actually a wicked record.
It's a great track, don't know words. The track's called, the track's called Bop by CJ.
Well, do you know what? I'm a fan of CJ, and I actually watched this when it was on like a few thousand views.
Yeah,
I got in there.
You sent it to me. You sent it in the group chat, in the No Drinks in the Booth one, yeah?
There you go. What a great follow-up. I mean, this guy, always management now. I'm assuming he's got management. Like, those guys know what they're doing. This was like perfect. It was credible, but also a perfect follow-up. It's got that slide thing in there. That's going to go crazy on TikTok. Yeah, 4 out of 5 drinks goes in.
CJ Bop, I gave it 4 out of 5 as well. I said it was the perfect follow-up to Whoopty because it's not too same. It's not like he's trying to do it. He's finding a lane. He's going down that lane. You'd hope he's got management. If you haven't got management, hit me up. But I would assume you would now.
His live shows are going to be crazy when the festivals and stuff come back.
2030 is going off. Next track, MK featuring Rafaela. The track is called Lies.
Nice summer tune, another summery tune. And MK's good at these like vocal house tunes chops that he like drops every now and again. 3 out of 5 drinks, wicked track.
Okay, Lies, MK featuring Rafaela. I gave it 3 out of 5 drinks. Nothing wrong with the track. I actually really enjoyed the track. I've got one criticism, on one only. I think it came out at the wrong time of the year.
I mean, when is a good time to put out music right now?
No, but I'm saying it's like the Alok Harley song, Envision Summer. Envision Summer. This screams summer, but it needs to be out in summer.
Right, okay, yeah.
That's my criticism. I would have, and obviously I ain't got a clue, I don't work for any of these labels, but I personally would have dropped it later on in the year.
Yeah.
When there's some sunshine and people are enjoying that. Just because I think it's got really good potential. It could get blasted on a million barbecues and hopefully some gigs or whatever. But I just think it was dropped at the wrong time. And that's why I got a 3. Because I'm looking outside and when I listen to that Alok Harley track, I can't even see what's outside. I'm picturing myself on a Caribbean island. I listen to the MK track and I want to be at a festival or a club and I'm feeling like the sun, but I can't, it doesn't do it. So you got a 3. Okay, let's move on. Infamous Be Young. The track is called Ride For Me. Pav, we're going to bring that track, we're going to bring this back because Pav will be with us next week. Because, we hope he will be, unless he's in prison. But I don't see why he would be. But because we know he will want to critique Be Young's Ride For Me, I'm just going to go first on this one. I gave it a 3. Thought it was good. Nothing really bad to say about it. One massive criticism, really, which I find I sort of have with Be Young's music anyway, very samey. Nothing wrong with that, but very on that thing. But he's carving out a lane because no one else is really sounding like Be Young because he's got,
he's definitely carving out his own lane.
Yeah,
for sure.
And I think maybe if he keeps plugging away, we could be going that Be Young sound and looking like right idiots, saying how same he is. So
I think it's a nice song. He's literally got the freshest beard, I think, in UK hip hop. And his fade and all the rest of it. I mean, that's the sharpest trim ever. And yeah, the song was nice. 3 out of 5 drinks. I'm just ready to hear what Pav has to say next week.
Yeah, we don't do it justice.
With Pav's weird Be Young obsession, I'm ready.
Yeah, so Be Young Ride For Me. Got 3 out of 5 drinks from both me and Chris. But we know Pav's got a whole section on it. So we're going to bring that one back next week when Pav's with us. Okay, let's move on. Track's called Gravity. Brent Faiyaz featuring Tyler, the Creator.
This was like murky track. This is like those like crazy acid trips or something. Like
great,
yeah,
great.
What?
Great, it's great.
Great, yeah, I was here. And yeah, like Tyler the Creator, always fresh, always doing some crazy stuff. 3 out of 5 drinks, cool track.
Okay, Gravity, Brent Faiyaz featuring Tyler the Creator. I gave it 4 out of 5 drinks. Lot of trippy, trappy stuff out. But is it good? No. Is this good? Yes. Tyler the Creator is legendary in his own right. Brent Faiyaz, I just really like it. Really, really like it. The visuals are trippy, which I quite like as well. Next track, Funk You, Vice, and A-Track.
We've got an A-Track review, mate. We're both big fans of A-Track.
Mm-hmm. By the way, did you notice how I said Vice or Vess or Vice? Because, I was watching a video and I've been pronouncing his name wrong for like 3 years.
Well, is he German? Is he actually German?
I ain't got a clue.
Yeah. I feel like he's... I mean, I need to do some research. I feel like he's like UK, but I don't know. I
think he's British, yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, if you're in the UK, you're just going to say Weiss.
Yeah.
Obviously, it is Vice. So, yeah, and this track was called Strong Sample. Big sample. 3 out of 5 drinks. I thought the track was cool. Big shouts to A-Track as well. Legend in the DJ game.
Yeah, the youngest DMC champion.
There we go.
Funk You, Vice, and A-Track. I hit 4 out of 5. I'm a huge A-Track fan. Love the sample. Love the track. Like I said, dance music, a lot of it comes and goes at the moment. These tracks seem to make like a lasting effect to the point of you're waiting for the next track to sound like a bit like their track. It's great. It was just good. Okay, 3 more to go. Loose Goose, Madlib.
This was the curveball, right? This was the Wake D confirmed sort of like, you know,
not really, but
off the cuff track.
No,
it's a weird track. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's a weird track, but it weren't the off the cuff one. But yeah,
okay. It was cool. I mean, it was different. I think it needs a few more listens for me to like fully get it. It was cool though. 3 out of 5 drinks. It was cool.
Okay, Loose Goose, Matthew, 4 out of 5 drinks. Love it. If you know me, you'd know why I love it. Check it out on the playlists. Trust me, it's worth listening to. Chris is wrong. Next track's called I'm Drunk and I Miss You Still by Savage Cast, featuring I Love You, Tommy.
Yeah, it was a vibe. It's just when all the tracks this week, they're all so strong. And this is a great track, but it's going to get some like crazy releases this week. 3 out of 5 drinks. It was cool.
Okay, I'm Drunk and I Miss You Still, Savage Cast featuring I Love You, Tommy. Gave it 4, I thought it was sick. You're right, it's against some really, really like sick tracks. The reason I gave it 4 out of 5 is because I think it's worth 4 out of 5. I don't know if it'll make a track of the week though, that's the difference. Okay, let's finish off the reviews. California World by Little Peep.
Do you know what? Obviously, I was looking at the comments. This is like a bit of a surprise for Lil Peep's fan base, and his fan base is crazy, man. Like, they're dedicated fan base. 3 out of 5 drinks. Big shout out to Lil Peep. The fan base is mad.
California World, Little Peep. I gave it 4 out of 5. Look, can't knock it. Great, I loved it. I loved just. There's something in it that just, I don't know what it is. You know, when you listen to a track, you're just like, I love this track.
Yeah.
I can't put my finger on it, but I just loved it.
Yeah.
Okay, so no Pavagins, we've got to do a joint track of the week, and we do our separate track of the weeks. Let's get to separate track of the weeks.
Well, it's got to go to Higher, Clean Bandit featuring In Dior, because, sounds a lot like my stuff. And I just really appreciate like the great production. It sounds fresh. It's just a great, really well put together track, really well written. Clean Bandit, they're actually fantastic. When they were putting out records, when they came out with like Rather Be and stuff, obviously those records were, took over the world. But I wasn't, like I say, like a diehard fan. But as I've gone back and listened over their catalogue and listened to some of the newer stuff like this, yeah, they're amazing stuff. I hope we can collab one day. I'd love to. Higher, Clean Bandit featuring In Dior, great song.
Yeah, Ian Dior, tip for 2021. Tell him Wade sent you. I know he's going to be huge. Yeah. Okay, my track of the week. I'm going to go with Don't Judge Me, FKA Twigs featuring Headie One and Fred Again.
Okay.
Purely because Fred Again brings out something completely different in Headie One. It was really good by FKA Twigs. I just really liked it. It got a 5 from me, so I don't see why I could not pick it. It had to be. We've got to do a joint one now.
Oh, what, for Pav?
Well, it hasn't got it. Well, yeah, to Phil Paz slots. It's not here.
Phil Paz stop. Yeah, we need to have 3. I think it should go to the step punctual.
Yeah, 100. I was about to say that, so it's fine.
Because I really like that kind of music.
Yeah,
big shouts to Punctual too. Like, I think they need that spot.
I'm down with that. So the third track of the week, which we're doing Paz. Paz not here. You know, apparently he's breaking into BT. I'm not sure. The track's called The Step. It's by Punctual featuring Nabia. 6 slots of dance music. And
great stuff.
I think it's added to all the playlists, and if it's not, they should add it. That's all the news, because there wasn't any. That's all the reviews, because they were stacked, but it's just 2 of us.
Yeah, literally that.
If it would have been longer if there was 3 of us, but there's 2 of us, so we got through it pretty quick. I would really suggest you check out our playlist. Spotify, No Drinks in the Booth. YouTube, No Drinks in the Booth. Listen, watch the tracks, yeah? This week, I would urge you out of any week to watch them or listen to them, because I think this is the strongest week we've mostly ever had.
There are some crazy releases this week. I wonder why. I guess it's just after January. I don't know if it's the time of year or just by chance. I'm not sure, but there was some crazy. There's some like big artists as well putting music out.
Yeah. Well, you think that's all our news? That's all our reviews done? We're well under time. Oh no, we're actually on track. We're doing good.
Yeah, we're doing okay.
Chris, hit me. What do you want to talk about?
Is it time for the discussion section?
The discussion to discuss stuff that we're thinking about.
Well, look, I would want to talk about Brexit and how all this stuff I've ordered is lost somewhere.
Somewhere.
It's just too emotional and too hard for me to bring that up. You know, it's just really sort of it's difficult as it is right now, and I can't take any more, so I'm not going to bring that up. But I tell you what, I feel like, because unfortunately still the only thing that's really happening right now is still the fact that we're still in lockdown and there's like vaccinations happening for COVID and things like that. I mean, yeah, not to take the tone of the podcast down a little bit, but a moment of seriousness. I mean, this lockdown is getting long now, isn't it? I mean, I'm just so done with lockdowns. Like, and I was chatting with someone the other day, and it was like in the UK, like the first lockdown was like, oh my God, what is happening? This is crazy. This is just something we've never experienced before. This is crazy.
There was a novelty.
Yeah, it was like, oh, well, you know, and everyone was on like furlough or whatever. And okay. And then I feel like the second lockdown was like, oh, this is like serious now. And like, what there was some like a bit of outrage at the government, because like, why are we in a second lockdown? Which may or may not be justified depending on your views on it. But that was like, I feel like that was the general kind of reaction to the second lockdown. It was like, oh, this is quite serious now and this is still going. Honestly, this third lockdown, I think I'm going to sum it up in one word: boredom. It's just boredom, where it's just things are just very like stagnant. Is that, I mean, you know, it's just very like, yeah, you know, it's not really, we're kind of used to, I was saying this to you, it's almost like the situation's been normalized, which is the wrong choice of word, because it should never be normalized. But I feel like we've kind of, it's not shocking anymore, the COVID thing. We know how to deal with it. It's been around long enough now. And now it's just a thing that we have to constantly deal with. And that combined with the fact that it's a third lockdown and it's still going on, it's going to be nearly a year. In a month's time, it's going to be a year, like until the actual
March 23rd, it'd be a year. The thing that's really hit me with this lockdown, as opposed to the first, the second one, meh, I feel like everyone was just trying to get through that one. But this one that's like really hit me is where the weather is so bad. I'm not even joking, and I don't want to sound like I'm a boring old guy because I'm like, the weather's bad. Because where the weather
it's a thing.
Where the weather is bad, like on the first lockdown, I, without fail, because the weather was nice, put my shorts on, put a pair of trainers on, off I went for a walk for an hour, like Beats in or AirPods, whatever you use, listen to a podcast, occasionally run Chris, or spoke to some of my other friends. Like, I'd just go for a walk. It was really nice, fresh air, exercise, loved it. Like, it was warm, and then obviously it got nice and hot, but like, it was, I don't know, there just felt like a bit more, there was a lot more sunshine. The The second lockdown, obviously it was November, not as much sunshine, but it was a bit of a like, oh, Christmas is soon, New Year's soon. Like you look forward to spending that with like people close to your family, if you're lucky enough to do that, or your friends, or if you was unfortunate enough to be on your own, at least you could Zoom and, you know, there was something.
It was a thing. It was an event.
Yeah.
It broke it up and
100%.
I loved Christmas this year. It was
great. This lockdown, just never ending. It just feels never ending. Like it, you know, not to try and be like a bearer of bad news or like not bearer of bad news, but like the thing that's got me is when the first lockdown happened, I pay my car insurance off. Not trying, like I'm not flexing. I pay it off annually because it works out cheaper than doing it monthly. That's the only reason I do it. I save the money throughout the year, pay it off annually. But that was done. So I had like a sort of year with like, and like my road tax was done and all these other things that you know pay for near the beginning of the year for me. Like I've got to pay all that out without sort of actually working like as I normally do.
Yeah.
And I know loads of other people in that situation. Obviously, if you're furloughed still, it's still an expense without that much income. And like stuff like that's starting to come around. I know it sounds stupid, but like my Disney Plus subscription's got to be renewed in a month. Like there's still money. It's a lot more, I don't know, like I feel like there's this real yearning for people that want to go back to like normal life. And I'm not talking about to party or to just, you know, have a good
I'm
time.
not even in the mood. Like all this talk. Yeah, you're in terms of like going back to, oh, you want to party now and stuff. I don't even want to party. I'm in the mood to party. Maybe in a year's time when this is all, when we're sort of on a bit more of an upward trajectory. Yeah, we'll party and have fun, like, you know, but you know, what are we celebrating right now? I just want to get back to like, you know, just go to like just a place for people. Like,
go to a restaurant, go to
a restaurant or just like, even like, do you know what?
Shop.
Even like McDonald's, like, you know, a few times I go on a walk and I get like a coffee, I might get a little cheeseburger, right, or something. Like I enjoy that. Just to like sit in McDonald's and like loads of people around, just sit. Do you know what I mean? Just like be surrounded by people. I think that's important. Like just
no, so do I. Social interaction
for people, for humans.
Yeah, I just want to get back to some normality of being able to nip to my shopping centre for me, which is Lakeside, or if I want to, I like Blue Water in Dartford, Green Heath. Run there, maybe grab a t-shirt, grab a coffee, maybe just have a look around, grab some trainers, because obviously if anyone knows me, I'm a huge sneakerhead. Like normality in that sense. I don't care about being able to go to a club or festival right now, but I do want normality of being around people and being safe, not worried that, oh, stay away, like you're too close, you could fucking kill me. I don't want that. I'm sick of it. I feel like everyone else is sick of it. I know so many people are sticking to the rules and sticking to them like so rigidly. I know there's going to be a small amount of people that don't. And I think it's all about analysing your own risk, not people putting other people at risk. You've got to do what's best for you. The one thing that I don't think's right is influencers. You know how I feel on that. Fucking off to Dubai. Because there's like everyone else that's stuck indoors doing the right thing. Without trying to bring it back to that, I do really think like, and I'm not being a dick because I'm jealous they're in Dubai. Like I wish them the best. I hope they have the best time of their life and make the money that they're going out there to work to make. But should you really be in Dubai right now?
I mean, there's a lot of arguments to say they shouldn't be. You know, I saw some people tweeting like, you know, it's like they go over there and it, you know, they're showing how great their life is when people in the UK are like struggling right now. And I'm painting with like, you know, broad brushstrokes here, but you know, people that follow these influencers, you know, they're going to feel affected by that because their life, they could be struggling, you know, like, and it's just like a bit sort of unfair because they're sort of being insensitive to the situation, which does matter in times like this. Like, you know, you say, oh, you know, whatever, they're doing their job, you know, you don't have to look at the influencers, but people do. They're called influencers. People actually do look at these people.
They influence people.
They influence. I mean, that's literally in the name. Like, they actually look at these people, look up to these people. So it matters, you know, it matters what they do. And they're going to feel like, you know, they're struggling. And it's like, why isn't my favorite influencer struggling? Or they won't say that, but they'll say, like, you know, you know, whatever their name is, influencer, why are they not struggling like I am? And it just adds to the whole struggle they could be going through with like work and where they're living and, you know, all the rest of it that comes with like lockdowns and stuff. It's just crazy.
I think like there's a balance right now of, you know, you've got people that are furloughed, people that are self-employed, you know, there's grants, and furlough obviously is a monthly thing. It's like your wages, but 80% of it. And you've got people that have got absolutely no income because they didn't qualify for anything through no fault of their own. And my point is, so you're sitting indoors, whatever your situation is, you go on your Instagram, you see Laura from Love Island, for example, yeah, moaning about how hard it is to be an influencer in Dubai. Like saying all these things like being an influencer in Dubai, you know, oh, I'm on a camel, like, you know, camel emoji, or, you know, at Nobu eating sushi or having drinks at the Five Palms. I don't even know, it's a thing, I just made that up. Like a rooftop bar with her friends, and they can touch. Like me and Chris can't go to a restaurant or like anything, but you know, they're actually next to each other. Like, oh my God, they're fucking sitting next to each other. Like, that's a big thing at the moment.
You can't do that. I mean, in this country, you can't do that by law.
And not only do I think influencers put a lot of pressure on both men and women to look a certain way that sometimes are completely fucking unrealistic naturally. Because they might have surgery or stuff like veneers or fucking Brazilian butt lift or whatever the fuck it is.
I've never had that one.
It's basically to get like a Kim Kardashian style ass.
God.
Yeah. But my point is with that, so not only do they put pressure on people to look a certain way and live a certain lifestyle, they're now putting pressure on people that are in the worst situation through no fault of their own, because of a fucking worldwide pandemic. And it's looking at going, well, I can just about afford my rent and food, and my favourite fucking Love Island stars in Dubai in a Gucci fucking dress, talking about how great her sushi is and how drunk her and her friend got. And I can't even, and I'm in a flat on my own, and I can't even see my friend face to face.
Yeah, but it's an interesting debate because it's like, it is kind of, in a way, it's like entertainment. Like you're gonna, it's like, you know, you watch like a video or you watch YouTube or whatever, and then, you know, whatever you but then it's like, how is it? Like, some people would argue it is, some people argue it isn't. Like, is it right or is it wrong? I mean, I'd say, in my opinion, it's a little bit insensitive, and I feel like people, they need to be sensitive to the situation, because this is not, obviously it goes without saying, this is no means a small situation that only affects a small number of people. Everyone's affected.
Yeah.
And
I think it's not to think, I think it's like irresponsible, I think is the word. Like, as an influencer, you have a responsibility. Yeah. Whether you take that responsibility seriously as a role model or you don't. Look at Dr. Alex from Love Island. He's a doctor, like a full doctor, like working in A&E. And uses his influence to tell people, oh, go for a walk, like it can help you, and, you know, like, this is how we're doing with the vaccine, blah, blah, blah. All these great things, yeah? And you could be an influencer that just, you know, sells clothes and models, but you can use your influence for good. The same way, it sounds stupid, you can use that influence for good or not, you know, and maybe not now, but in the future, there'd be more stricter regulations on the influencers and like Instagram in regards to like paid ads and stuff, because I think you have a responsibility, if you're in the public eye, to do the right thing. You don't see Philip Schofield going, oh, well, I got 2 weeks off this morning, fucking off to Dubai. Like,
yeah. So are you kind of saying that it's different rules for different people in the public eye?
Yeah. I think the problem is being like an influencer, sort of like a way of sort of being like, I'm in the public eye, I'm famous, but I don't have to follow like TV regulations and rules because I'm not on TV.
Yeah.
Because which
is true.
Yeah. But then you have as much influence as someone on TV or radio, but you're just not on it. You're on Instagram or Twitter or whatever. Like Instagram obviously being the main one. I just think there should be like, you've got to have responsibility. That's it. You've just got to have responsibility. And I'm sure me, you, Pav, I'm sure it's the same. We could somehow fandangle ourselves some DJ sets in Dubai. But I think it would be the irresponsible thing to do.
Yeah. And I for a slightly different angle on it, I would feel comfortable. I would feel uncomfortable taking DJ sets in Dubai because of the risk to my health and my family's health.
100%.
By going through the airports. I generally think that. So that's another side to it, which, you know, so with, like, if you take Dubai as an example, you can travel there without a vaccine, or no, sorry, you can travel there, but you need to prove you get tested at the airport or something.
Yeah, I think you got to have
no vaccine required, but you have to get tested.
Yeah,
something like that. Which, okay, cool. I mean, if that system works perfectly, as in 100% perfectly, it's fine. I guess it works, but how can systems like that work perfectly? Everyone knows that some COVID tests aren't right. Like, it's a test. Yeah. It's never concrete, the result that comes back when you get tested. 100%. It's normally right, but, you know, nothing's ever. What I'm saying is nothing's ever certain. You know, with something with a virus as virulent as COVID. So it's like, you know, it's that side of it as well.
The other thing I think is, and not to say influencers don't have talent, because some of them are extremely talented in different ways, whether it's marketing, whether it's actual like a physical talent like singing or being a PT or whatever it is, you know. My whole thing is, if you're an influencer, you're talking about your job where you are, yeah? You can do that from your home in England or your apartment, or you can talk about your run and I'm exercising in the garden, guys. Here's how I do it. Like, it's not like someone like, for example, not that he's done this, he's at home in England, but Gordon Ramsay, who physically needs to be in a kitchen in Dubai, let's say, to cook. He can't physically cook his food for people in Dubai. If he has I know he doesn't have a restaurant in Dubai, but let's say he did, he has to physically be there. You don't as an influencer. For us to DJ to people at a club that books us, we have to physically be there. They don't have to physically be there, do they? Like Joe Wicks done fucking near a year of PE from his living room for kids.
Yeah, what it is. The flip side to that is that it just makes for poor content. So they're going to Dubai to get the better content,
but the content's shit.
People respect it though. When you're like living that life in Dubai, that's why it's like escapism. It's why you follow celebrities. But I'm not saying I do. I'm just saying that's how people see it.
Yeah, no, I understand. But my point is, do people respect it because they've gone to Dubai to show a life, which is great. I'm sure like they can afford that lifestyle. It's fantastic. My point is though, like surely you want your content to be relatable. I get the content thing, but you want your content to be relatable. But if the government say don't leave your fucking house, your content might be a bit shit, but everyone's going through it.
Yeah. But it people, they follow. This is not forgetting COVID for a second. That's partly why they follow these influencers. Like, they imagine themselves living that lifestyle. They look at what they're doing. They're like, oh, you know, I want to be rich like them. Imagine if I was rich like them, or imagine if I was going to this place like them. That's the thing. So that's why they lose that kind of veil. Like, the veil gets lifted if it just shows them miserable at home in lockdown. You know, it's just a similar thing for like musical artists. Like, it's difficult for artists to have like social media content right now because there is like very limited things they can do within four walls without interacting with anyone and things like that. It's like,
but my point is, they're like, artists and musicians aren't going out their house to Dubai.
No,
they're sitting indoors. They're sitting indoors going, I'm classically trained. I've played in the fucking X, Y, and Z, and I've got all these awards, but I'm sat indoors. But then because I'm selling some black toothpaste and showing how great my camel ride is, I can go Dubai.
Yeah, and that's obviously where they've come into controversy. But it's like, yeah, they're scared, like everyone is, of not making money. So they're gonna, if they're able to take that risk and go to Dubai, they're gonna do it. Whether it's right or wrong, you know, are they going to lose followers? I don't know. It depends what the kind of people that do follows. It's like a good example. This is like a curve thing. Oh, Alexa's going off.
Oh my God.
Alexa, stop. It's reminding me to write a track.
Alexa fucking hijacking the podcast.
Alexa, replacing Pav. Oh no, my God, I've just activated her again. Alexa, stop.
Are you being attacked by your Alexa?
Yeah, I'm not going to say her name because otherwise she'll stop.
What, Alexa?
It's fine, you're in headphones, mate.
Oh, fuck, yeah, I am. I don't have Alexa either.
what was I saying? What it is it's a good example about the influencer situation, like whether they will lose followers from going to Dubai, because they are getting, partly what it's prompting us talking about is that they are getting like backlash and stuff online and things like that from certain people.
Even Priti Patel, the Home Secretary, who I don't always agree with, come out as gave backlash to influencers for going to Dubai.
Yeah. But if you think about rapper Tory Lanez, he literally shot his girlfriend in the foot, and he's still which is wrong, and obviously, and but he puts out music still, and his fans still like his music. So it's like, I think the people that follow influencers that go to Dubai, I don't think they care. Like they're still going to follow them. They don't really see it as wrong. I'm again painting like with very broad strokes right now, but what I'm saying is that they can do it, so they're going to do it, and their followers, they probably won't care, really.
Yeah, true. I think the thing that sort of gets me is there's influencers who I'm not even fans of, like Olivia Atwood from Love Island, who literally have said, well, I'm an influencer and I'm doing it from my fucking bedroom. Like, I'm just doing it indoors because I can't go.
Which I respect, because it's showing sensitivity to the situation.
Exactly. There's Dr. Alex, who like I've got a lot of respect for, from Love Island, who actually is an NHS doctor on the front line in A&E. Nothing but like untold amounts of respect for him and what he does for mental health. Like there's so many influencers that I think are like putting across like a really positive message, like here in the UK, or even not in the UK, but here, that are putting across a positive message. But my point is, the whole we're all in this together thing, well, we're not really, are we? Most of us are in this together, and there's some people that use the loopholes.
Yeah.
And look, I don't have a problem with them making their money. Yeah, if you can do it legally, they've got no problem. That's not my issue. My issue is sort of doing it knowing that it's wrong.
Yeah.
That's my issue.
Well, we'll see what the reaction is from the public.
Well, imagine if Priti Patel said, we've got a bar room, or they're not coming back.
I don't think that'll happen somehow.
Stuck in Dubai, young, dumb and banged up in the sun.
Jesus.
Influencer edition.
Yeah. Oh well. Listen, should we do What's Your Order? Because I feel like we need to talk about Chris to make ourselves feel better about the influencer situation.
Yeah, true. And just to clarify, if no one knows, we spoke about influencers and how much I don't think they should be in Dubai, whatever. And fuck Donald Trump. Let's go.
Do you know what? Just quickly, Donald Trump feels like old news now. I know it's been literally like a week or two.
I have got news on Donald. I've got news on Donald Trump. If you would like to hear a small tidbit of news.
Okay, well, go on then. We had a thin news section, so go on. Drop us some knowledge bombs.
Okay, I'll talk about Donny just for a little second. So Donny's legal team all fucked off. They all said, "Nah, we're not about this with your impeachment trial and all that coming up. See you later, Donny."
Wow.
He's got a new legal team since, but that only happened yesterday. Yeah, but at one point he had no legal team for this thing he had coming up. So Donald's looking like that toupee's coming off, my friend, and you're going behind prison bars, maybe. Insurrection. You don't get away.
Trial happens, I guess he'll be back in the media, as it were.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll do like a film like Independence Day, but like Insurrection Day.
I don't know. There's going to be definitely some documentaries and stuff about obviously the events of the last 4 years, especially the last 6 months.
Okay. Right, let's get away from Donald Trump then. Let's do What's Your Order.
Donald Trump.
I can't help it. I really dislike that man so bad. So bad. And his son, Donny Jr., is a fucking prize belling, that geezer.
Right, What's Your Order? Let's have a bit of fun at the end of the podcast.
Yeah. Fuck Donald Trump. Now go on, carry on. Let's do What's Your Order.
I'll go first. Top three.
Top three, yeah?
Top three. Crisps.
Top three.
Just
keep saying top three, and we can make it into a song.
I just want to make sure we're talking about the top three crisps.
Top three crisps.
The number one spot.
No, let's talk. Whoa.
Reverse order. Whoa.
Reverse order. Whoa. Fuck it.
Don't wreck the section.
Don't give the game away straight away, my friend.
Reverse order. Let's
three.
Start. Yeah.
Do you want me to go first with the crisp?
Are we doing one each? The second.
We do.
First.
We're both. Yeah. 3-3, 2-2, 1-1. Okay.
No.
So
go.
Okay. So my third crisp is beef hula hoops.
Didn't expect you to say that. Beef hula hoops.
Yeah, man, I like
Hula hoops was not even a crisp in my mind at all. I completely forgot about hula hoops. Can you still buy hula hoops?
Yeah, we bought a multi-pack the other day, and that's what triggered my love for them again.
Okay.
That's why they come in at 3. They don't make the second or top spot, no.
Okay. Just to clarify, we're doing like crisp packets, aren't we? Not like, what is there? We doing like, crisp packet of crisps you can buy. Are we including like, big, I'm talking about basically Pringles and things like that. Are we including them?
If you want to include them, you can include them. But yeah, you can include what the fuck you like.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, because you can buy Pringles in a little pop tub.
You can actually, yeah. Well, look, let me give you my third. Monster Munch Flaming Hot grab bag.
You'll understand why I didn't go with this, but I respect that.
Oh, nice. Okay, but yeah, Monster Munch Flaming Hot. The grab bag. It has to be
the big bag. Yeah. I love that. Love that.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, smash that. Are we rating these crisps?
Well, we can rate we can give feedback on each one. I respect beef hula hoops. I think I like them. I wouldn't have thought they'd be in my top 3 or anyone's top 3, but I respect the choice. I'm interested to hear what your second and first choices are.
Okay. So second choice, and again, with your Monster Munch Flaming Hot grab bag, I much respect that. You'll understand why I didn't go with that later on down the line. Mm-hmm. Okay, my number 2 flavoured crisp, my number 2 favourite crisp is Straight Up Walker's prawn cocktail flavour.
Oh, see, I do like those, but again, I did not expect them to be in the top 3. You obviously highly rate them.
Yeah, I do highly rate them. For years, as a child, I loved the little prawn cocktail crisp, and as an adult, I still love that shit.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, number 2, and these are really a god tier level crisp. I mean, these are kind of they'll be in the crisp Hall of Fame forever. Squares salt and vinegar,
beautiful.
Really fantastic. So good that when you do buy because normally they come in individual packets. That's how I've seen them. If you don't buy 2 packets at one time, then I mean, seriously, you need to get your priorities right.
I can agree with that. Joe, what I would give an honourable mention to as well, Discos.
Not a bad shout, but they're like the slightly worse square salt and vinegar, right?
No, yeah, exactly that.
They're still good, but they're slightly worse.
I had a pack the other day and I nearly died because I put one salt and vinegar one into my mouth and it was the only one in the pack that had all the flavour in.
Oh, right. So just like salt overload.
Like my head nearly fucking come off.
It happens. It
does happen.
Right. Well, so what do you think? Square salt and vinegar? I mean, that's a good choice.
That's a great choice. The only thing that puts me off sometimes with square, or used to put me off when I was younger with salt and vinegar squares, is I have very sensitive teeth. And they are like a very crunchy crisp.
That's why I like them though, because they're like very unique. The texture's like very unique.
Yeah, as an adult, I love them. Yeah, but as a child, oh no, it's fucking hell.
Yeah. We'll do some. You mentioned honourable mentions. We'll do a 2 or 3 honourable mentions after. Done the first spot,
I can appreciate that. Okay, number 1 spot for top 3 crisps or what's your order?
It's a big moment.
Yeah. I hope you've had these, but Flaming Hot Cheetos. Thank you. Shout out to my American friends, American listeners. You know what I'm on about. Flaming Hot Cheetos represent.
They're like cheese balls, right?
No.
I think I've had. I think when you say it, I was like, I've had them, but I can't remember where I've had them. But I'm pretty sure I've had some of those. They sound amazing.
They
sound super nice.
They are.
So I respect that. I think I might actually see if I can pick some up because
you should. Cool. You love them.
Number 1 spot.
Number 1 spot. Yeah.
McCoy's steak and onion.
I can respect that. They are very similar flavoured to the barbecue beef hula hoops, I've realised.
They are. Like the beef and... Yeah.
Delicious flavour. I can respect that. Right. Very similar flavoured, which is why you'll understand why I put the hula hoops in.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, listen. A couple honourable mentions I just want to throw in there. Knick Knacks Flaming Hot.
Yeah.
Fantastic crisps. And also Walker's Worcester Sauce limited edition.
Love them. They're not limited edition. You can still buy them.
No, really? I thought they were just limited edition when I had them. I don't know. You can still get them.
No, you just got to hunt around for them.
Okay, because I'm sure about this. When they first came out years ago, they were limited edition, and they obviously did so well. They've now made them into a full.
Well, I'm this old that I can remember there was a full thing. They got rid of them and brought them back as limited edition.
Oh, wow!
Because they used to be in a purple packet.
Yeah, purple. Are they not still in a purple packet?
Yeah, they're still in a purple packet. But like when I was a kid, they was all you could just buy them. Like you could buy cheese and onion.
Do you remember the Walker's breakfast crisps? The big breakfast crisps.
Yeah,
they were jokes.
They were
I can't remember if they were nice or not, but they were.
Nah.
They were funny.
I've got some horrible mentions. Lay's, which are like Walkers and like Walkers from abroad, but Lay's ketchup flavour, amazing. Blow your mind. Blow your mind. And Monster Munch, just in general, Monster Munch.
Yeah.
I know you put them out Monster Munch. I'm trying to think. What do I? Oh, Ruffles. You ever had Ruffles? Amazing.
No, actually, I haven't.
Ruffles with dip.
Oof.
Yeah.
Is it Monster Munch pickled onion or Monster Munch flaming hot? If you had to choose one,
my favourite flavour is flaming hot. But because I like flaming hot Cheetos and flaming hot Wotsits and all that stuff. But I really appreciate the pickled onion ones because you don't really get that flavour in any other crisp.
No.
As in, like I said, you get flaming hot in Wotsits, Cheetos.
Yeah.
Don't get that anywhere else. Pickled onion. It's been like, honestly, top 3 crisps. Bush Order next week is really, really, we don't know what it is.
So this is the thing. I remember we actually said, it was like 2 episodes ago, we were going to do fish and chips.
Oh my God,
But we
never
forgot
did
to do it. Yeah, we did something like chocolate or something instead. So we actually owe it to the listeners to do fish and chips.
Okay, so next week, which will round out Wash Order, which I've been saying for the last 3 weeks, the last Wash Order will be fish and chips.
Yeah, unless we think of another idea.
Or we might just like regurgitate Wash Order in some way.
Have we done Chinese?
I don't know if we did.
No, we have. Sorry, we have.
We did Chinese. We did Chinese.
Yeah.
Look, I ain't gonna lie, listeners, viewers, we're really running out of content with Wash Order.
Yeah.
I've asked Pav and Chris for weeks to think of something. They keep going, yeah. They fucking lie.
Oh, look, the new section replacing What's Your Order is going to be crazy. Just know that. Just know the new section is going to be crazy.
I think whatever it is, we should still call it What's Your Order.
Yeah, literally.
Look, I think we're at a good time. We've basically spoke about all the things that matters, how much our influencers going to do us wrong in my eyes. Donald Trump being Donald Trump. Stacked review section. Chris hates Brexit basically because his desk is stuck in Stamford.
Brexit can just crack. Brexit can do its thing.
You can't pronounce it, can you?
Brexit. After I've got my stuff, after I've got my things, then Brexit. You go for it. But just give me my things first. Just give me my things.
I'm trying to think. We've had a really stacked podcast. Basically, look, missing Pav again. Pav should be back next week. He was going to be back this week until his internet literally blew up.
Yeah.
Did it blow up? Is he in prison? No one knows.
Look, as long as Pav hasn't been finally arrested, then we might get him back next week. We'll see.
We'll pay his bail. But we had a really stacked review section. I'd really urge you to check out the tracks from that. From the Spotify playlist, No Drinks in the Booth, the YouTube playlist, watch the videos, No Drinks in the Booth. Before I do the little outro and tell people where to find us, Chris, anything else you want to say?
Not really, just if you've got any ideas, fun things to do in lockdown, DM me. Like, I'm ready to just make my life more interesting because I'm bored right now of this lockdown.
Yeah, and we'll keep you all updated on what's happening with Piker and Jesu, the streamers that we're going to try and get on the podcast. We might not actually get them on the podcast.
Probably just going to ignore us.
Yeah, they're going to ignore us, but we're going to try very hard to get them on the podcast. Other than that, what a wicked little podcast with the two of us. So I'm going to take us out. As always, you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and now you can watch us live on YouTube. Check out the playlist, and I've said it once, but I'll say it twice. No Drinks in the Booth. It's on Spotify and YouTube. Check out the playlist there, No Drinks in the Booth. Check the videos out from this review section. From me, Chris, and Pav in spirit. Peace.